Gemini, welcome to your love reading. We're going to take a look at you and your person's energies individually as well as combined and clarifiers. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get right into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Gemini's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. There it is. Starting out, you're showing up as the Page of Wands. You have a new interest here. You get your eye on something. You want to learn more about it. And the Nine of Coins. This is independence. Showing up independent, perhaps single, feeling independent, and you're abundant. You're doing fine with your own resources. And the Knight of Swords. Wanting to rush in and take some kind of action. Give somebody a piece of your mind, maybe. Your person is showing up. The Ten of Coins. This is all of their divine wishes and manifestations of the ideal, including family and legacy and, money, resources, everything that they would want. Followed by the Two of Wands, thinking long term about the future, trying to pick a path forward, making a decision which way to go. And Judgment. They're being called to rise above something, to make a decision. In the shared energies, we have the Five of Swords. This is winning at all costs. But what are the costs? We'll find out more with the clarifiers. And we have the Palace of Cups, which is unique to this deck. Tarot of Dreams. The palaces were designed, each one for each suit. So the Page, Knight, Queen, and King would reside here at the Palace. The Palace shows up when we're looking for expertise in a certain area. This would be in the area of emotion, some sort of emotional understanding, perhaps, for the both of you. We'll find out more. And finally, in the shared energies, this is a soul connection. You guys have history together. There's a lot of love here. In the overall energy of your reading, Gemini, strength. Calling in strength. Strength shows up when things are hard. This is not easy. It's all about taming the inner beast to remain calm and strong for the situation at hand. But it's not easy, like I said. And the reason we're here, the Knight of Coins, things are moving slow. We're facing what we want to face, facing the direction we want to go. I guarantee you when this horse's hooves hit the ground, it stops. It does not go into a run. This is like moving at a snail's pace, the Knight of Coins. Very grounded energy, stable, just not really much movement there. All right, so let's clarify the Strength card in the overall energy. Taming the inner beast, holding something back. It's not easy. Getting into a calm and aligned energy. Why is Strength here? And what does Gemini and their person need to know, please? All right, there you go. Getting a little bit of a story here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay, so we have the Star. This is tied up to a divine wish, something very important, something you desire very much, and you're coming at this with your heart wide open, ready to forgive. You got your love cup here. It's full. You want to support this energy, support the situation here, support Ace of Cups. A new opportunity for joy and love to overflow into your life if it is nurtured. Two of Swords. There's something we can't see here, but there's a decision that we need to make. I don't know if someone else is preventing you from seeing what you need to see, or maybe you don't want to see it yourself, but that's what's here. Can't see something. And the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling lack, of some sort of abandonment type of feeling, out in the cold, not enough. Maybe that's what you can't see. That is here. It's a fear. It's a lower polarity type of energy. Okay. You know what? Let's arrange this around. There we go. Something like that. All right. Very important to you. Lots of love here. Hoping for a new start in love. But some decisions need to be made, and we just can't see something, and we're feeling some sort of abandonment, some sort of lack. And the reason for those clarifiers, we have the Ace of Swords. We're here to get the truth. We're here to get clarity on a situation. Cut out all the BS and get to clarity. Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands you're showing up with over here, Gemini. Now, energies are fluid and roles can be reversed. So if you don't identify with the Gemini column, you may identify with the middle column. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And here we go. Why is the Page of Wands here, please? Because of a Two of Cups, because of a soul connection. We're paying attention, we're learning, and we're showing an openness to learn more of what we need to know concerning the soul connection. The Nine of Pentacles. It's your next card, Gemini. This is independent, on your own at this point. Again, showing up, showing that you're single, perhaps, or you're feeling independent here. And the Wheel of Fortune. You would like to change this, change the wheel, turn things around, not be feeling so single anymore. You want to get back with the soul connection, it looks like. And you're doing everything you can to learn how to turn the wheel. Okay. Very good. And the reason for those clarifiers, the King of Swords. You are here to make a masterful decision, a logical decision. All right. Let's take a look at your person showing up with the Ten of Coins. Showing up with a card that means everything. Everything that could be manifested in the ideal. Why is it here? What does Gemini and their person need to know about this Ten of Coins, please? There it is. And we have the Three of Cups. They would like to commune. They would like to bring this together. Lovers, yeah, this is tied up to their heart and it's their everything. It means everything to them to bring this love back together. To possibly, this is a reunion, but they're confused. The Eight of Swords says they're stuck. They don't know how to do it. They can't see how to do it. They feel trapped. They have a lot of worries going, on in their mind. This mind tornado of what if this, what if that, I don't know, I'm not sure. Yeah. Very confusing and stuck energy. Okay. And the reason for those clarifiers, the Chariot, the vehicle to victory, they are determined and have all the willpower and drive to bring this thing to fruition, because again, it's everything to them. Ten of Coins. It's at least one of those pentacles in the treasure chest of manifestations. They want you. They want you guys together. Very nice, very nice. And you would like to also change things. Showing up independent over there, but the soul connection is here, and it has your attention for sure. All right, let's take a look at this Five of Swords. Winning at all cost in the shared energy. Winning at all cost. Why is it here? And what does Gemini and their person need to know, please? Commitment. This is stability on the homestead, possibly a marriage. Queen of Swords. This is a declaration that is being made. What is required, the boundaries, rules, limitations, whatever they are, it's being announced. It's being maybe both of you sharing what's required, one or both of you. Even if it's just one of you, it affects both of you. So that's why it's in the shared energies. So rules, boundaries, limitations concerning this commitment, the stability on the homestead, winning at all costs, and justice, another possible marriage card. So again, some of you could be married, doesn't have to be, but when justice shows up, this means there is a desire to make things right on a large scale, to really completely bring in the balance here. Yeah, winning at all costs. I don't know what the costs are, but I can tell you that you guys are determined here. You're both determined to make this happen, to bring in the balance to this relationship, the stability. All right, and the reason for those clarifiers, yeah, look at that. A new start, a new beginning, a new adventure together, a fresh start. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's take a look at the Nine of Coins, going in a little deeper on that card of independence. Usually shows up when somebody is single. They're doing just fine. Their garden is lush. In other words, they have the resources. They're not worried about money. They're okay. Things are beautiful. They feel good in their garden. They feel, this person who is single feels stable on their own. They're fine. Doesn't mean they don't want a relationship. It just shows that in their independence, they're doing just fine. But why is it here? What does Gemini and their person need to know about this Nine of Coins, please? Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not making the investment in this. In other words, I don't think they want to be single. Or you, Gemini. I don't think this is wanting to make the investment in independence. We have the Nine of Swords here. A lot of stress and anxiety around being independent, feeling single. Even though it's not about resources, there's other worries and fears and sleepless nights and crying and being upset about this situation that is unsettling for the Gemini in this column. And, oh, okay. So the devil shows up when there's unhealthy patterns, unhealthy behaviors showing up. Worries, fears, doubts about being alone. I just heard that. It's being independent, yes, but taking it a step further. Worries, fears, doubts, and anxiety about being alone. They don't want to invest in this. You don't want to invest. I keep saying they. But whoever identifies with this column does not want to invest in being single. And it's based on fears. It's based on fears, which is not healthy. That's why this is showing up. It's like a pattern of I'm scared to be alone. I don't want to be alone. Up here, you're telling me you want to change things with the Wheel of Fortune, and you got your eye on this. And you know this is tied up to your soul connection. And this person feels you as a soul connection too. For sure. And it shows up here as well, for sure. And you guys have history together. But there's a lot of stress here. This person doesn't want to be single. But it's tied up to some unhealthy patterns with that devil. The reason for those clarifiers, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. This says this needs to be taken a closer look at. We're here because we are looking at things closer. We're looking at the situation. It's also known as a spy card, and I can't help but but to mention it. It doesn't have to fit the situation, but maybe for somebody out there in their uncomfortableness and anxiety and stress around being what they would consider alone, being single, they feel alone. They may be spying on the other person. You may be spying, or somebody may be spying on you, something like that. It doesn't have to be, though. But what it is definitely is needing to take a closer look at this. This is something that's in your way. So you know what? We're going to pull another deck, a fresh deck, right here. and ask to clarify this devil. Is there anything else that we could know about the unhealthy pattern that is here? What does Gemini and their person need to know about the unhealthy pattern that is here when it comes to being independent? Why is the devil here? Well, it's tied up to the lovers for sure. We saw the same lovers card back over here in your person's column. Eight of Pentacles. This is what you're focused on. You're focused on your person. You're not focused on being independent. You're not investing in it. Yes, this is congruent. I see that. And Queen of Swords. This is somebody, again, we saw the Queen over here making a declaration. Up here she says, this is what I want. Winning at all costs. I want this commitment. Both of you want it. Both of you are saying you want it. But over here it's tied up to feeling of, like this over here, the Five of Pentacles I'm drawing over here. This inner beast needs to be tamed. This is unhealthy. That's what it is. Look at that. As we take a closer look, it's tied up to desire and divine wishes. There's love here. New opportunity and love is wanted, but we need to tame our inner beast, and there's something we can't see, which is that's what it is. It's tied up to this fear, this lack, this fear of abandonment. That's what it is. Yes. And that's where it's showing up over here in your column, Gemini, fear of abandonment. So your third card is the Queen of Swords. You declare this. You actually say this. I want you. I want to work on this. You're tied up to my heart. You're tattooed on my heart. I'm focused on you. That's what you're saying, Gemini. You are focused on your person, and you are declaring, let's work on this. We belong together. It's kind of like what you're saying. And I'll do anything. I'll do whatever it takes. And you should want to also. And it looks like your person does want to. They just don't know. They're confused over here with the Eight of Swords. So anyway, the reason for those clarifiers, the moon. Things yet to be revealed. Maybe this can represent buried emotions. Things that are buried beneath the surface. They're not revealed yet. And I think it's this over here. The thing we can't see. This Two of Swords blocking decision. This is what feels like it's buried. Look how on the Two of Swords there's a giant moon here, and look what's under the moon. The moon, buried emotions. What's the Five of Pentacles? It's buried fear. Fear of abandonment, fear of lack, fear of not having enough, being enough. So you got to have your person. That's what it looks like. All right, don't shoot the messenger. This is my job to deliver what is here. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. All right, let's look at your person's card here. The next card up, we have the Two of Wands, contemplating the future long term, trying to pick a pathway forward. What do we need to know about the Two of Wands? Why is it here, please? All right, excellent. You got all your clarifiers. Speaking of clarifiers, this is an opportunity to cut through all the BS. We're here for clarity. We're thinking long term. We need truth and we need clarity. Right here. The Hierophant, another card that's a possible marriage card, but it also has to do with being in alignment with our highest selves. So we can feel like we're making the right decision. Twos are always decision cards. So we're contemplating the future long term, some sort of decision that we need truth and clarity about, and alignment. We need to feel like it aligns with our soul. And I picked it up in reverse. There are no mistakes. We have death in reverse. This is endings and transformations. In the upright, endings into a transformation. But because it's reversed, it feels like trying to make a decision before something that needs to end and transform has ended and transformed. In other words, something needs to transform, but it's not yet. Not at this point, anyway. All right, and the reason we're here, look at that, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. This is what has our attention. This is what we're focused on, and this is what we're trying to learn more about. Our hearts are open to learning more. Our hearts are open to figuring this out. Absolutely. You are Gemini, and your person is as well. So whatever this is, this unhealthy thing, or whatever's gotten in between you two that made you feel single over here, I feel like your person is committed to you, Gemini. I feel like they are committed. They're just confused at how to bring this together to maybe, I don't know, have you feel more committed as well? I'm not sure. Let's move on to the Palace of Cups, where we go to the experts to understand the emotions involved. What needs to be known about this shared energy? We're going to the Palace of Cups, trying to figure it out. Show us the Palace of Cups, please. What does Gemini and their person need to know? Okay, we have the Emperor flew out. King of Wands. Very nice, very nice. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You guys are extremely attracted to each other. You're a perfect match, really. When you're all in balance and everything is really, really good. However, with the Emperor showing up, I feel like the Emperor can be a little bit controlling, a little bit of over controlling. It's a very strategizing type of energy. It doesn't have to be overly controlling, but it can be. Let's look at why we're here. Let's look at the underlying card. We're being called higher. Okay. We're being called to a higher polarity. This perfect match and attraction that you guys have, there's no denying it. There's love here, there's passion, and again, like a magnetic attraction between you guys. It could even be obsessive. I mean, it's that magnetic. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We just got to keep it in check and understand it. There's something that we have to understand in the emotions. And I think the Emperor might be getting in the way, trying to control the situation, maybe tied up to emotions that are fearful, lacking. I keep being drawn back over here to this Five of Pentacles energy and the devil energy. It's as if this Emperor is that, trying to dictate the situation. We have to be together, kind of thing. But you guys belong together, it looks like, anyway. Yeah, this is just troubling emotions, trying to understand it. But I see the perfect match, and I see that you guys want to go to the palace and fix this and understand this. But the controlling factor here is possibly something that needs to really be understood. That Emperor, okay? Being called higher, making a judgment call, a decision from our highest selves is why we're here. Trying to make a decision, the best decision possible, to understand something about the emotions, something about this, taming the inner beast. Remember strength? I kept saying that. It's about taming the inner beast. This is what we need to tame, this fear and lack, because that's what's contributing to the unhealthy behavior, to be obsessive about, I'm too scared to be by myself, kind of thing. Okay. Alright, let's move on and look at the Knight of Swords showing up next, Gemini, in your column. Knight of Swords is all about rushing in to take action. Why is it here? What does Gemini and their person need to know about the Knight of Swords, please? is, the Eight of Wands, because you want to move the energy. This is energy moving quickly, and the Knight of Swords moves very quickly. So you want to rush in and take some kind of action to change things, which that's what it looks like up there too with the Wheel of Fortune. You want to change things. And who would blame you, because you're sitting here in a Nine of Swords, that unhealthy, fearful, mind tornado kind of energy. Four of Cups. You are feeling disappointed and upset about something, but you see an opportunity to get back on track with love. You see this love cup being offered to you. I believe that your person is offering you this cup. For some reason, you're not feeling it, though. You're not feeling it, or at least in the past, you weren't feeling the love. You were feeling worried about and stressed about feeling alone, feeling abandoned. Maybe your person got busy at work or something. Maybe they were spending, an excessive amount of time doing something away from you. I don't know. But this is showing me that you do see their offer, even though you're upset, and you do want to move this energy. You do want to take some action to change things. And there's the Five of Swords again. You're willing to do it at all costs. Willing to do what? Win. I'm going to win. I got to win. I have to have this no matter what. That's what this says. No matter what. The reason we're here, King of Cups. I think this is how you see your person, Gemini, as a very balanced, loving, masterful, steady, and very calm person when it comes to their emotions. Even though there's all this distraught energy and turbulence going on, they act cool as a cucumber, which may kind of bother you too. Like they're not displaying upset energy as you are. You're upset. Four of Cups, Nine of Swords, that kind of thing. You're tired of feeling on your own. For whatever reason it's happening. Alright. Let me think about this for a second. I'm wondering, do we want to go in a little further and I just want to look at it. Something's making me want to look a little deeper at this Five of Swords. In case there's more for us to know about this winning at all costs. What are the costs, Spirit? What are the costs? What are the possible losses? Because winning at all costs says that you're going to have to sacrifice something. You're going to have to sacrifice something, or you're willing to. You want to rush in, take action. You're willing to sacrifice something in order to move this energy. What does Gemini need to know here, please? Gemini and their person need to know about the costs. What are the costs? There it is. Judgment. Ace of Cups. The Hermit. I'm not sure. The Hermit is the deepest healing card in the tarot. This is Judgment. Again, it's coming up next in your person's column. It's about rising above the Five of Swords and not doing that. But this is saying this is at the cost of it. I asked what the costs were, and this is telling me it's at the cost of better judgment surrounding a new opportunity in love that needs deep healing, or deep healing needs to be had here. The Hermit goes into isolation mode, shines the light in the dark to see what's on their path, what's in their way. And I believe what's in your way is this unhealthy behavior of, I've got to have this. I actually think that's what's tying you up. It's in the way, but you're willing to do it. It's like you're telling me, I don't care, I just want them back. I don't care, I just want them to pay attention to me. I don't care, I just want them in my life. I don't care, just make it happen. I don't care if I'm making a bad decision. I don't care if I'm doing it out of fear. I just want it done. That's what you're showing me. And if you do that, it's at the cost of deep healing. If you rush in to take action at all cost, it's at the risk of a better decision surrounding this new opportunity to have your love cup filled. It's the same card over here, Ace of Cups. And it's at the cost of deep healing. It's at the cost of healing this thing that you got going on. You or your person, depending on which column you identify with. And the reason for these clarifiers, yes, look at that. Spirit just said, yes, that's correct. It is what it is. When an underlying reason is the same as any of what we're clarifying, which is the Five of Swords and these three cards, that's Spirit saying, yes, that's correct. It is what it is. All right, I'm glad we took a look at that a little further. I hate to say that because, it's sensitive, this information that I'm doling out here, but it's what the cards say, and I have an obligation to give it to you straight, and that's what's showing up. I can tell that you guys love each other, but there's this thing in the way, and it's fear, and it's unhealthy. And if you continue with these energies, winning at all costs, winning at all costs, winning at all costs, the costs are the better judgment and deep healing, which you deserve deep healing. You deserve to heal this out of your way. All right, we're going to move on to your person's card of judgment. They're being called higher to make a decision. What is this? Or they're about to tell us about your decision. I don't know. But either way, judgment is here. What do we need to know? What does Gemini and their person need to know, please? Okay. The Chariot, the vehicle to victory. Determination, willpower, drive. The Magician, to manifest the best decision. The vehicle to victory, for the best decision, to manifest. This says they have all the tools they need to make the best decision here. They already have it. The knowledge, the resources, the drive, and the Two of Wands to make the decision long term. It's right at the heart of the read, and it's here too. It's all about decisions. Remember I said twos are decisions. Judgment is a decision. But they're being called to do it from a healthy place, not just to do it. In other words, back here, they want truth and clarity and alignment around this decision. They really want to make the best decision, but the transformation has not happened. Something has not ended. What hasn't ended? This behavior, this obsession type behavior of, I want to win at all costs because I don't want to be alone. I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling neglected. I'm feeling neglected and abandoned and alone, even though we're together, it looks like. Or we're supposed to be. Gemini feels alone is what it looks like. And this person's back here, they're like, I'm trying to make a decision even though nothing's changed. This says nothing's changed. But down here, they're saying, I'm going to manifest this. I'm determined to make the best decision. I'm going to do it. They're really focused on long-term making the best decision. And the reason we're here, look at that. Look at that. Again, it is what it is. Judgment on judgment. So again, just to remind you what I said over here about that Five of Swords, when the underlying reason for why we're here matches any of the clarifiers or the main card we're clarifying, that Spirit saying that's correct. That's what's happening here. This is what's happening here. This is what's happening here. All right, let's move on. Final card, shared energies. This is a soul connection. You guys have a lot of history and love between you. There's no denying it with the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? And what does Gemini and their person need to know, please? And then we'll pull a few cards from the universe to close it off. Six of Cups, why is it here? Show us the Six of Cups and the shared energy, please. We already know you're the perfect match. You're very attracted to each other. It's just that there's unhealthy behavior. That's all. Unhealthy patterns that are a wedge here between you. Insecurity. That's what this is. Five of Pentacles. It's insecurity. There it is. Okay. So we've got Four of Pentacles. We're holding on. At this point in the game, as the energies are playing out, we're holding on to this. We're not letting go. King of Swords. We're calling in the King. The King makes the most masterful decisions, the most logical decisions. And the Three of Wands. We're waiting. Waiting for our ship to come in, waiting for the soul connection decision. And we're holding on until the decision is made. I don't think the decision is made yet. You're telling me what your decision is over here. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I want this back at all costs, even if it costs judgment, even if it means we're not making a good decision. I don't care. I don't want to heal it. I just want my person back. It's like all you're focused on over here. This person just wants their person to get back to the normal with them. While this person is doing their best to make the best decision, but I don't think it's been made yet. They're still contemplating it. And over here, we're holding on tight, both of us. We're still holding on. We're not letting go. But there will be a logical decision to be made here with the King of Swords showing up. We're just waiting on something. Waiting on something. Waiting on some kind of, I don't know, change, knowledge, something. The reason we're here, Page of Swords. Because it needs to be taken a closer look at. In other words, we're still looking at it. We're still learning with the page. We're still learning about it. We're watching. We're paying attention, and we're trying to look a little deeper before we make a decision. That's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on, I guess, feeling more comfortable about this decision. Let's pull a few cards from the universe and see what the universe has to say about the Gemini and their person that are going through this. There it is. The universe says, as for the Five of Coins, which is the exact same as the Five of Pentacles, different artwork, slightly different title, but it's the exact same meaning here. As for that, King of Wands is hanging back. All right, whichever one of you identifies with the male in this relationship, because of this fear and this feeling of lack that is showing up here, they're hanging back. They're not making any moves. This is stagnant energy. This is, I'm watching and observing from afar. I'm not going to make any moves at this point. That's what the universe is saying is where we're at right now. The King of Wands here is just hanging back, not doing anything. But it's not without purpose. They're observing everything from every single angle they possibly can, looking for some kind of change or solution or something that will help them make this decision. All right, that's what we have for you. I hope it helps. And the reason we're here, look at that, 10 of Cups. This is about two people or even a whole family of people, but it's about people that live together, that homestead together. We're here because of the happy family that we once had, or we know we were blessed with, but some kind of decision has to be made around this fear that is here, that is not being worked on. It's not being healed. It's not being worked on. It's not being changed or transformed. It's just like this obsessive, unhealthy feeling of lack is and abandonment and all of that is here, and the king is just hanging back now. All right, that's what we have. I hope it helps, because if you can really look at this and if you're honest with yourself, you can see what needs to be worked on, what needs to be changed. Even if you don't know how to do it, admitting it and realizing it in clarity is a moment of validation that can help propel you forward to do something about it, to shine the light, get some help, reach out for experts, get some help, and show this king why they should make the right decision to. Well, I don't know if it's right or what's right for who. That's not for me to say, but I just know that this behavior bothers this king, and that's why they feel stuck. That eight of swords back there. Okay. Anyway, I hope it helps. Please like, share, subscribe, rewatch the video, write down whatever helps out, the repeating energies, that kind of thing, because while I might not say everything perfectly, I guarantee you Spirit is making the story come out, okay? Spirit moves these cards, not me. And this is what somebody needs to see out there, and I really hope it helps. So I look forward to reading for you next time, guys. Take care.